using his legs. It's Hunt. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Offense changing the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front 7 and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Looking to throw, it's Rivers. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Hatchett.
Touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They've punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they threw it up. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quickly to the play. Trying to tackle this guy is a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. It was so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Kick is in the air. Cradles it at the 35. Makes a move. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on it for quite a while. Great return there. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Hatchett. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line of
but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw him leading the end. I mean, out of absolutely nowhere. You saw him back in the day with the SF. You see it with the Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. But what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything's shrinking.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterbacks got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
Atlanta, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room and none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Back to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap him up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Looking to buy time. Rolling right, going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. A low line drive and short kick. Nestles it in at the 35. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Scanning the field, it's Rivers. Unloads to the right. Grabbed on the outside, it's Hatchett. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. The Red Wolves in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete.
Trying to throw that ball too far outside. Obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
They'll try it over the left side. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They haven't exactly burst forced out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Brings up second down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The Owls will hustle with the line.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Is incomplete. It's second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets rid of it. Complete out of the backfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Now,
That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in third down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Off the RPO. Quarterback looking for the first. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying play action. Moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's got it inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5. Down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Let's go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Gets it out quickly. Take it to the end zone. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. This was step 1 to get them back in the building.
And after the extra point, they've come to lead at half, now 14-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it off with a score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Dropping back, it's Rivers. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Looking to fire. With the catch, Stevens. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Rush is on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Bush. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Rivers. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Straight away, the pass falls incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game. After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden, this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved it up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
They made the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To throw, it's Rivers. Out over the middle, it's Stevens.
I like the decision by the quarterback. You just get the ball out of your hands and get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here.
to get it through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, that's a great example of know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge bounce.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Didn't get anything done 3 and out in their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. And his first pass is incomplete.
Is incomplete. It leads to second down.
High to change now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
4th down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it just outside the 30-yard line. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Back to throw, it's Rivers. Sends it downfield. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They turn it up. It's Hatchet. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The Red Wolves have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed it a little bit.
The quarterback receivers just not on the same page on the last play. Timing is going to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it, though.
Going downfield for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. He's up. Touchdown. The defense comes to work and solid. Pick 6.
interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks, so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Oh, finds his man on the line. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Runs through a tackle. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Now on first down from the 30. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And that's incomplete. The defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Red Bulls will call on their run team. A low line drive and not his best work. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
FAU boundaries will take over. First and 10.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll try it again on second and 10. Got a man. It's Pope. Breaks into the open. And the defense got him.
Fumbles are great when you force them. You're always thinking about as a defensive player, but man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. So close to that end zone. You can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun. They're working that left side. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead.
What adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Rivers. Throws for the tight end. Too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point here. We expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right in the face mask around the numbers. And right there, you can tell we just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Duggan.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down.
The Red Wolves can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get 1 point on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Makes the catch at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Owls will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to 26. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They start this third quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything in route.
And the pressure that's there. Down he goes at the 18.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Dropping back, it's Rivers. Finds his man, it's Sellers. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a track through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once.
This drive going to the air. Quickly to the flat, wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in the groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming.
Really good job by him, fighting in the middle. Good run and a first down.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Makes the catch.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are gamblers after the catch. If this quarterback gets to his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride, right? I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one. And that's why they got 6 on their drive.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Sure hands, it's Summers. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Back to throw, it's Rivers. Right on the money. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. And the Red Wolves are on the move. Here we go. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Got it behind the line. It's Hatchet. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And that receiver makes that play look so routine. It takes so much practice. Running that forward over and over again against every type of zone coverage imaginable, so that on the game, that receiver can find the soft spot no matter what coverage the defense is in.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Calling close to the marker, it's Stevens. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there for the 2nd down.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's coming. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams and the locker rooms before taking the field. These guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
The 1st down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defensively, right? The space now and spread football. There's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Got his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
14.
So the final period starts with a second down play. It's a draw. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Got it, looking for the first down. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
He's tackled.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. Now let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 32 over Utah State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Back to pass, it's Rivers. Finds the tight end. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Stevens. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Touchdown, Red Wolves! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Number 18.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
Ford Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And the play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's caught. This backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right when they make a big play for this defense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly, and you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason there was an inaccurate throw.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far, and the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very good.
Inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup and all that play. Back to pass, it's Rivers. Right down the middle. Makes the catch, it's Stevens. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Uncorks it. Got his man on the right. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Summers. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully. Stevens. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The snap sets up the throw. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had a touchdown pass on that. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
Arkansas State.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Just barely able to keep him from bouncing it on that one. What a nice return. It's absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hand. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got enough for the first. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Arkansas State.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.